broadcasting, but it's going to be two separate,
Okay.
broadcasts. Yeah.
Sorry about that, everyone. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry.
happens.
Yep. I hope my internet connection is not bad.
We still have, so Peter Slough in front. We still have Simon in P2 at the moment with Ian P3. Just went a little bit wide there. And Jasmine, I think, has just gone up into P.
Yep, so we're back live.
P3.
Yeah, we're back.
Nice and P4. Good.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Yes. As they say, we're trying to. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah, we're back live, and yeah, we're just trying. I'm just looking at the tire choices, so we're going to start seeing a little bit of separation by like 5 of our runners, or 4 of our GTPs are on soft tires, and 2 are on medium tires. So. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's what probably some of the struggle that Ian was having there was. Probably after coming off of qualifying on soft tires to jump on the medium tires. Be a little bit of a handful.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's easier to sit with the soft ones and go through the first stint and then change to the medium, and then you can adjust your fuel if you need to as well. Right. So you might not need to carry as much fuel. So
yeah, it looks like about an even split in the GTD cars, the GTs, I should say.
Rogelina are about to go up into P4 as Tyson serves a penalty. That gives Ian a bit of a lifeline too, so he'll be able to get back in.
Yeah, try to get a little bit of the draft, maybe help your top speed. You may lose a little bit on the infield with the lack of adhesion. Jasmine, see how they Simon had a little bit of a. Oh no. Look around. They're still within shouting distance.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're not. I got to tell you, we're going to start to see that Tyson and Ian, if they can work together to try to keep that gap to the other 4, not fight too much.
No, they're still very much in the chase as such. So it's only 4 seconds from the lead.
All right, so you see Tom stretched out about a 3-second gap to the following chasing GT cars. Rosberg, Kieran, Jari, they're nice little. For the rest, everybody else is still really packed together. Just a little bit of separation between the leader and GT. Again, we're looking at our soft, medium, soft, medium, medium. So yeah, there's soft runners in GT probably start to separate themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, medium. Ian's on medium, so he's gonna have to try to run that stint out as long as possible. Try to get the mediums out of the way, maybe, and jump back to softs. Said practice how the run over 90 minutes was. They get about 20 laps in or so per stint, or for fuel load.
It was around about, depending on the tyres, so I mean the softs were going around about 8.
Okay.
You could probably, I'd say 8. Let me just think, because Actually, it was more than that, wasn't it? I think it was getting around about 11 or 12.
Okay.
About 12 laps, I think, on the softs.
Yeah. The softs are starting to show a little bit of wear here. Yeah. Oh, Tyson's on the softs, but Ian's on the mediums, and then Angelina is on the mediums. So yeah, it's still with if because you're starting to see three little groups of two. They're all still really close to each other. So.
And they're all up now. So this is the bit where they'll have to handle the traffic as well.
Yep. Yep.
Keep in mind that everyone's racing.
Give each other space.
That's
recognizing
right.
with the blue flags. I mean, GTP car should be passed real quickly.
Yes, yeah.
Just give a little bit of, he's trying to split the difference there between Tyson and Ian. Yeah.
Yep, that was pretty close.
Oh no, Simon has made contact through. Oh yeah, Simon's got a bit of damage too, but mostly right side damage.
Okay, yeah.
And a front fender. Peter's made out the best here. Goes a little wide there in turn one, but got it's the first one through all the slower traffic, and it's gotten almost a 2-second gap between second and third. They're still running real close. They're getting past the leader in GTs.
Yeah, not bad. Buggelino in P2 at the moment. He's still got the softs to come, so he's still managing to keep that competitive.
Yeah, I think Simon has made that contact coming out of the Le Mans chicane, and it's really put himself in a bit of difficulty. Now he's got to go back through the GT cars.
Yeah.
He's got to go back through them again, going into Le Mans chicane. He goes back on the banking. Yeah, it's all about being predictable for the overtaker and the overtaken. You get to pick a line and stay there until the cars are passed. You know, if I'm trying to coach anybody. I would say, if you're going into a turn and you got a car faster than you coming up, you just brake a little earlier, roll out of the throttle a little earlier, so they can get past, and try to avoid the drama of any kind of contact. 'Cause nobody wins in these situations.
Nope, that's right. Okay, so Simon back to the 135.8. So he's got that awful lap out of the way, and he's taken a second or so out of Tyson. So. He is on the softs though, so he's got to make the most of those softs now and try and see if he can pull himself back, at least maybe make himself a few seconds before they start.
Jasmine make air here in the Western Horseshoes, a little deep and going off track. So now Cars is right in striking distance, but or Ian, I should say. But the soft tires do seem to be wearing quite quickly. The mediums are just barely looking like a lit cigarette in the and the softs are looking like lipstick. So it's definitely
yeah, they certainly do. Getting sort of brake balance. I think I was using +2 or 3. I think in practice. +2. +2.
So Tom has he's extended his lead over P2 and GT. Almost 4.5 seconds now. And, they're on soft tires. The P2 is also on soft tires. Kieran, it's got about 3 seconds back to P3 and GT. Rosberg. He's running out on medium tires, so he's trying to get those mediums out. And Nick also on the medium tires. Sayo, the medium tires. Hippie on medium tires. And Yari's ran into some difficulty on the soft tires, but what his strategy is going to do.
It sort of split a little bit. Hippie just picked up a penalty there, so he's just spent off a second, so that's going to get Yari back a little bit more in touch. But I think when the GTPs came through anyway, I think that always has a bit of an effect, and that sort of can create a few spaces where there might not have been a few. So it's just a case then of getting the heads down and a bit of clean air. Sometimes you can get a little bit more pace, and you haven't got to worry about anything else in front of you.
Yeah. Mugelina's doing, I think, really capitalized on Simon having an issue. So it's only 2 seconds back of Peter, and he's on medium tires. So he's
135s, nice consistent 135s. It's just like 137. I think that's when he was overtaking, so that's natural enough when they're going through the GTD class. But otherwise, 135s consistently, which is. Yeah, consistency is what it's all about with endurance.
Yeah. Consistency, not making any errors or not making bigger errors.
Keeping things down to as minimum. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all.
So Jasmine currently holds the fastest lap with a 134.3 at the moment.
Yeah, look back at Simon. Simon's laps are looking really good. He's done his last couple laps 134.3, so he's right there as far as fastest laps. It's just to the purple sector, the first sector. So he's really trying to gather himself up and get back to the tail end. He's got a bit of a big row to hoe with about 10 seconds back, 9.5 seconds back of P5 Tyson, and he's on the softer tires. He has an advantage there, but he's probably going to have to pit a lot sooner. As you look at fuel usage across GTPs, they're all about just around a half tank, a little less or a little more than half tank. So let's go down to the GTs. GTs are about the same on fuel and just about the same on tire wear. I mean, soft tires might last just a little bit longer. Not as heavy.
Yeah, surprisingly similar it is. Yeah, it is quite similar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tire wear and fuel.
Yeah, a bit shocking, to be honest. I mean, because the cars hold the same. The cars hold the same amount of fuel. I mean, they both hold 100 liters of fuel, so they're no bigger, no smaller tanks. Which I think you'd think that would be different between the classes. But they're in the game. They're the same amount, and the fuel burn is the same. I don't think. Well, the burn might be different, but the way it looks like it's the same. It should be the same on the GTPs because it's a one make, but the other cars all seem about the same.
Yeah. 9 laps, 10 laps. So it could be some pit stops going on in the next five laps. I think 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, Jasmine's using just a little bit more fuel than probably revving it out just a little bit more, try to catch up, because they did have an issue a few laps back where they went off track, so probably pushing a little harder to stay in contention. So as you start to see the GTP leader come back through the field again, stay taking the high line, coming in turn 1. It's like Hippie was serving a penalty. Going into turn 1 very aggressively, but clean. And hopefully a little wide. Probably got a little bit of a draft there. Peter's going in turn 1 pretty hot. So again, Mugelina's still right there. Still definitely within striking distance on given the harder compound tire versus the leader.
Just getting through that traffic. So Mugelina's just going to be behind Rosberg going through here. Now he'll have the opportunity to get through on Rosberg. He does. Yeah, into P2, just 2.8. Yeah, Simon with 134.047 as well. So, like you said about the pace and chasing back, he's definitely going for it.
Yeah,
definitely going for it.
As he comes out on the medium tires, got to get that tire requirements out of the way.
Yep.
It's got to be just you put yourself in a difficulty like that, and you end up racing by yourself. But if you can just tune out all the noise of the difficult, what got you to where you're at, just put the laps down. You got 90 minutes. I mean, we still got 70 minutes of racing left. So a lot of racing left. So
plenty of time. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of laps
to change yet. Tom in P1 with the GTDs. Still P1 at the moment, 3 seconds in front of Kieran. They've sort of maintained a similar distance at the moment between the two of them, actually, haven't they? So
it's Ian on purple sector 1. So and on the medium tires. But as the tires, cars get lighter on the fuel. It's in P3. We're well done. Once we start seeing the switch around as the medium tire runners are going to take advantage of more tire life, put a few more laps in.
Yeah, and that extra track time so they can stay out. And also I think pitting, you just got to pick the right moments as well, because when you sort of know you're close to pitting, I think it's good to sort of know where the GTD drivers are, and where their cars are, so that when you pit in, you come out and you haven't got a lot of traffic to deal with. I think that's always a good thing to do as well. Try and pick your right moment.
Yeah, so just pop on and take a look at Peter's laps. He just had a bit of a difficult lap as he put in a 36. I want to say that what it was, and he's been doing 34s. So I think the tire life is starting to degrade too much. So his lap times just aren't as good as they probably could be.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Just I wonder if he's going to come in and pit. He's got a little higher wear. Obviously, the right side tires on this track wear pretty quickly. His right rear is pretty well worn. Got a quarter tank of fuel left, but I think that tire wear should become maybe concerning. And Mugelina probably running into a little bit of difficulty here with Ian's putting in good laps too, as they're going up onto the banking. And now Ian into P2.
Yep, and currently with the fastest lap as well, with about 33.6. So he's obviously
and Ian is
his flow.
Yeah, on his medium tires he started on. So his tire, they're saying that the car's getting lighter, it's getting quicker, and how much inroads Ian can make into the leader as he sees. Yeah, he's cruising right in there. I wonder if we're going to see Peter come in and pit. I don't see him making the move to the. Nope, staying out.
Staying out's going to perhaps take another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
should be okay.
I mean, it looks like Ian has taken some time out of him too, though. It's like less than 4 seconds in a half of a lap. I think he just done really well to take a bite out of it.
It's very close.
Time. Yeah, I think he just had a little bit of an incident going into turn 1, though, as the gaps just opened up a couple tenths of a second. So I think possibly maybe it's the difference in compounds. It's hard to say.
Yeah, those mediums, but as you say, once the fuel weight comes off, the mediums do come good, as long as you've still got plenty of time there. But yeah, definitely
Bullet Masher's joined in the chat. Hey, Bullet Masher. Sorry, unfortunately, you couldn't make the race. It's always,
no, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Lovely. Good to see you in, mate. Good to see you. Good to have you here.
Got the leader GTPs coming through the GTs. Blue flags being shown to the leaders.
Not far off.
Yeah. So Tom, we could go back into our GT runners. The soft tire runners. Tires look better. Obviously, the tires they don't have as much downforce grip, so the tires make it lasting a little longer for the GT cars. Fuel's still again about the same. Kieran, Aston Martin.
Yeah, pretty good consistent times again from Tom as well. So mainly 155s with a few forays into 154s as well. So yeah, keeping it pretty consistent. Only 2.6 seconds from Kieran as well. So similar times as well, very similar times.
Yeah. And Nick's fuel usage is a little bit higher. He's got getting close to an eighth of a tank left on the medium tires, which look like just got scuffed in. Tire wear, not an issue there.
Got Sire for company at the moment as well, so I'll keep an eye on that. See if anything happens from that as well. See if anything comes through on that battle. Yeah, just 4 tenths between the two of them.
Hippie and Yari having a little battle here. Looks like Hippie's getting ready to do a fastest lap for her personal best. Right on the bumper of Yari. Trying to push along.
Work together, get back up to the team, I guess.
Yeah.
Get to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, when you're down like this, you got to do everything you can. Yep. Looks like Hippie put in a best lap, personal best, I should say. Again, Peter, his back tire is like almost gone, and his gap to Ian is down to 2.5 seconds now. 2.3 seconds. I think he should be popping into the
1.8. Yeah, I think his time probably last lap actually probably could have. Might have taken it one lap a bit too far. I think. Yeah,
any left turn is going to be. It's going to be stressful. Yep, we are now getting ready
to get through that bit of traffic.
26 minutes in. Yeah, I think he's struggling with the exit grip, getting onto the banking here.
Yeah, just starting to slide a little bit. He's coming out Ian. Just over a second behind now, so in fact, taking back.
Ujulina's coming out, did not fully fuel, put on some soft tires. So I think maybe let's just try to stretch those out. Try to find that balance where you can come into the pits and take tires and fuel, not have to fuel up too much. So, yeah, Tyson's tires look about the same as the leader. Yeah, Cars is right there. Yeah, there we go. Peter and Cars coming in. So. Yeah, Ian was full on gas. It's 6% fuel left, 6 liters.
Oh, indeed, yes, right down Peter with just a little bit more. So he's putting in out of necessity pretty much.
So Tyson takes the lead.
Yep.
I believe he'll probably be coming in next on this lap. It's be his end lap. His tires look just about as ragged as Peter's looked, but he's got a little bit more fuel, so.
Yeah, and hitting the traffic at the moment as well, so we want to move away from there.
And Mujolina. Yeah, so we got. It's Peter and Ian get ahead of Mujolina, so just leaving but they've got cold tires. See if Dirt can take advantage of them, getting to grips with the cold tires. Probably won't be cold for very long, but can you make anything take any advantage of that?
And interesting, I mean, you've got Ian that's come back out on a set of racing mediums as well, so he's happy to go with the mediums.
Yeah, fully fueled. Yep, Peter, fully fueled.
Less pit stops. Yeah.
Yep. Both on mediums, so yeah. No advantage to either car. So Mugelina is on soft, so these different strategies. This one's got Tyson. He's going to stay out. He's got fuel to stay out. His tire is going to be questionable. Yeah, he's staying out. He wants to put himself in the books for leading one lap at least.
Absolutely, why not? Get in there.
Yeah. No points for most laps led.
No bonus.
Any points for fastest lap, or
there is a fastest lap though? Yeah, definitely. So there always is for the fastest
we'll
laps.
To I don't have
for both.
The GT cars. How to do that? Yeah,
because the GTDs, at the end of the race, it always shows drivers all the cars' fastest laps. So on the printout, so that's how we can get that from there. So yeah, all right. Fastest lap will get the bonus point.
Yeah, there is a way of using Coach Dave Delta, Coach Dave Academy, the Delta that they have, which is an app you can have on your computer, and if you have it logged in, if you can log your laps and log how your your development as a driver, so you can look at how well you do on braking and acceleration. So it was analytics and telemetry that was reserved most of the time for PC users, for like iRacing and Assetto Corsa. But if you do subscribe to Coach Dave Academy, you get, like I do, I get setups from them for ACC, but I have not used it, the Delta, for ACC or Gran Turismo. But you can, and it's available for Gran Turismo. They will track your if you're braking too early or accelerating, they can overlay, like especially during daily races or time trials. I think they can overlay like one of their drivers to you and see where they're better, where they are gaining time, as we see. Mugelina taking the lead.
Tyson
yapping.
Tyson in for the change of tyres and onto the softs.
Yeah.
And how much fuel would take on board? Full tank?
Yep, full tank should be rolling down the pit. So, Mugelina takes the lead. So he's getting ready to come through the leaders in GT.
So he's now overall leader actually as well, isn't he? After pit stops too. So
So on track. So everybody has pitted at least once, and he's got the advantage on tires. So use that as much as possible. But he stopped earlier, so he has quite a bit less fuel. So he's going to have to pit before Peter and Ian. So
true, yeah.
So it'll flip back and forth. So that's the way it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all part of all part of the strategy, all part of how it's going to pan out and work really. But I'm guessing Ian will want to try and keep in slip, and
Jasmine's right there, definitely taking going, being consistent. I mean, I can't trust the Delta anymore, but you just look, it jumps all over the place. So, but she got herself within 5 seconds of the leader. It's 2.5 seconds, 2.5 seconds behind Peter. I mean, they're all right there in the same camera shot. So.
Yeah, which is good to see.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to see who's ahead of you. If they get too far away, you can kind of lose the carrot on the stick.
And Simon's only 9.6 as well, so he's still managed to.
Yeah.
Got plenty of time where to go.
Yeah, this we're just 33 minutes into, so we got a little over a third down, less than 2/3 left. Yeah, Peter has Peter's he's got the battle. And it looks like Mujolina and Ian are stretching out. So there's the 3 second lead, or 3 second gap from Peter to P2 Ian. So.
There is. It looks like Peter's just easing on fuel as well a little bit, I think, on this stint.
Yeah. There's so many things that we don't really we can guess, we can speculate on, but only the driver knows what their strategy is going to be. Are they? I mean, we can probably see it if we really look closely, whether they're lifting and coasting, short shifting to save fuel, try to save that little bit of time you can in the pits. You could win more races in the pits, and you could lose them too. Than on track.
Oh, Ian slid there. Just coming out of the horseshoe, just back wheels just spun up a little bit, so just lost a little bit of. But not too bad. No real damage done.
It is always roulette. It's always roulette on the gas pedal on this Toyota. So I always found the Porsche just to be the easier to drive of the two. Even though this one will kiss 200 miles an hour. I think it kisses like 210 on the.
Yes, it will. Yeah,
it's quick. It is a very fast car.
Porsches are much more predictable.
Yeah,
I feel it's a much more predictable car to drive in that respect.
As we look at, as we watch Ian as he comes towards the Le Mans chicane. Yeah, 190, 193, I think is what I saw there. So let's go back down the order. So to Tyson, then we have Yari taking the lead in GT.
Jasmine has closed up a little bit. Sorry, go on. Carry on.
Yeah, so I think Yari has not pitted yet, so he's whispering on the fuel and the tires. So, yeah, he's probably looking at coming in the next lap or two. Got just under an eighth of a tank. So Tom has come in. So he's came in a couple laps back on the racing softs. So I don't think he has made the jump to mediums yet. There's Kieran. So on the actual leaders are still nose to tail just about. Second 1.3, 1.4 seconds apart.
They are, yeah.
And Rosberg just came out of the pits. Looks like maybe a lap or two back.
Yeah, back on 16. Looks like he came out at lap 16.
Yeah,
came in on lap 16.
Usually it comes through, starting to come through the leader, to come through the GT traffic again.
5 and then.
Usually given pretty wide berth to the GT cars. It comes through. 5.6 second lead, and you don't want to lose any of that getting too close.
No, that's right. I think you just have to pick the right moment and just give that bit of space, and yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of draft benefit running up to a back end of a slower car like that. You know? So.
No, that was there's nothing really there.
And yeah, you don't want to provoke an overreaction or provoke a reaction from them because they don't know what you're doing. Even though they want to be consistent, predictable. Sometimes you don't like. Does he see me? Is he just forgot I'm here? So is he looking at his phone while he's driving?
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
So 5.1. So yeah, so I mean, although it took a little bit longer to get through there, which cost him a few tenths, but now he's able to accelerate out and he's put the tenths back in again. So it's always worth just taking that little bit of time.
Jasmine into P2.
Yes, yeah.
On the softs, a little bit lighter, and then we do have Peter on mediums, and we do have Ian on mediums. So there's just
yeah. I can only put that down to perhaps Ian might have had an incident at some point. 142 in the last lap. So yes, I would say he's had an incident in the last lap.
Yeah, probably
that's 7 seconds
spun the tires up maybe again.
It's quite possible with that one. So yeah, it's just.
And Simon's still making inroads in on the medium tires. 7.5 seconds to Ian, and so he's already come through on Tyson. Put a gap into Tyson, who was our last stopper in the GTP cars.
Yeah, and good consistent laps as well. So yeah.
It's like, Mujolino almost had an issue because he just got passed by Jasmine.
Okay.
And by Peter. I did see the yellow flag as I was panning through, and I could pick up the back end of.
He's got a bit of damage on the front as well, so maybe he caught the the inside fencing, that inside panel, turning into turn 1. Maybe, perhaps he's.
I think he might have gone off because he's got.
Okay.
He had right side damage, and that would have been something he would have kissed, but he might have gone off and spun and gone in backwards, but he did lose quite a bit of time. Now he's 6 seconds behind Jasmine, who was a couple seconds behind him. So that damage does cause it.
It was 5.5 seconds up, wasn't it, at that point? But so that's a big shame there for Mujolino.
So let's see what Jasmine can do. She's got a second and a half lead. So made it through some of the early. Ian's got a penalty. Let's clip the chicane a little bit. With soft tires, but I think she's gonna have to come into the pits before Peter and Ian. We still have to look at as really the leaders on track when it all shakes out after pit stops. But they've all pitted the same number of times, but some have done it sooner and some have done it later. So,
yeah. But the next round of pit stops is going to be coming up pretty soon, I think. So it'll be interesting to see who does start visiting and who doesn't, I guess. So this is where some strats are going to start coming. Or possibly becoming a bit more fruitful than others, maybe.
Have to look at Simon still putting in really quick laps, really consistent laps, and is whittling down that gap to the 10-second gap he had after his little incident in the beginning of the race. So we're coming close to halfway point. We're at 41 minutes in.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Lap
it's 26. Been a good recovery so far from Simon.
Yep. Tom back into the lead of GT. Kieran.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
Still pretty close between the two, isn't it? So yeah, less than a second. So similar fuel, a little bit more wear on the Aston, I think, but
you already had stretched out that pit stop for as long as he possibly could have. Yeah, so we're at couple laps back, dropped into the pits, back on the racing medium tires.
Yeah. 6 years.
Jasmine's stretching that lead out, now down up to 3.1 seconds.
Yeah.
But definitely will be coming in.
I think probably next two. Yep. possibly the next 2 laps, maybe 3, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But very good so far, yeah. Just over 3 seconds lead over Ian. But Ian will be staying out for a little bit longer yet.
Yeah, we're looking
at Peter's right with Ian. So yeah, so suddenly, he just picked up a little half-second penalty though, Peter. So yeah, very close.
Yeah, but yeah, Ian must have got a really good run through the chicane because he dropped, tried knocked off about a half a second on Jasmine. So.
And we've got Magdalena just behind. Yeah, I would say the softs now are probably just, might just be slowing off. But no, times-wise, Jasmine's times are still pretty consistent. So if we go by that, but yeah, you can see bad. But Ian was a half-second quicker, wasn't he, that last lap? So that's the difference, I think. It's just his
Falconer joins the chat. How you doing, mate?
Hey, Falconer. Hope you're keeping well. Good to have you in.
It's got to be morning time over there, I would believe.
It is. Yeah. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. Possibly.
Yeah, bit early start for them. Our Kiwi and our Australian friends jump into
Yes, definitely. Still breakfast time.
So Mugilina is now getting back to P3, still on the soft tires, but quite a bit. What do we have here? This flasher's on for some reason. It shows flashers on my controller. I don't know why.
Oh, and Ian's just picked up a little half-second penalty there. So he was gaining on Yasmin. So question is, Yasmin has come in, so Yasmin's pitting in.
Pitting a little bit, and Mugilina's in also.
Ah, okay.
They were on the soft tires, and then they had pitted out of sequence with the leaders. Ian back to the lead. Just comes through some of the GT cars. More oversteer, a little drift action by Ian.
A bit more.
No way to avoid it. Hopefully wearing his tires down too much doing that.
.45, so yeah, halfway through, 45 minutes down, 46.
Yeah, I'd like to say that the GTPs they're still close to throw a blanket over them. I mean, they're not. Say Simon back P3. He's made a great recovery after the incident there early in the race.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be pitching in at the end of this lap, though. That's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, he's done very well.
Yes, definitely will be. So yeah, it's a seesaw back and forth between that. So he's 9 seconds behind the leader when he was 9 seconds behind P5 when he went off. So it's definitely a good comeback.
Yeah, done very well.
That's just Tyson's coming through some GT traffic.
Yeah, steady 135s. Steady 135s for Tyson.
Simon comes in with one liter of fuel left. Back, still got Tyson and Kieran right together. The GT battle has been like this the whole race. They have been right together.
Kieran and Tom. Yeah, it's very good. And now they've got company of the GTP drivers, which is
Rosberg is right there. I mean, not a few seconds behind, but you can see them. So.
Yeah. 6 seconds is still very much. I mean, after 45 minutes, 47 minutes, I should say, almost 48. So, yeah, 6 seconds is still very much in the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, a penalty here or there, or I mean, as we've seen with some of the drivers who have gone off, they've lost consistently between 5 to 8 seconds when they go off, because you tend to go off for a while, or you hit something hard at this track. You just gotta run the race as best you can.
Yeah, still holding on to P3 in the GTDs, so that's pretty good. So yeah, Nick not too far behind, but yep, in P4, and then we've got Sayo, so they're keeping each other company. They have done quite a bit actually in this race. They've both been pretty close to each other for most of it, so which is nice. I think it's cool that if you can get somebody that's very close to you in terms of ability and pace and that, and keeps you both going, keeps you ticking over.
Yeah, so look at Ian. He's doing really well. He's a 10-second lead to P2. He has really opened that up. He's put himself way far away from Peter. You know, Peter's had some issues. Trying to look at the lap times. Peter's lap times just are not there. If the Delta is to be trusted, he's doing 137s on the medium tires.
Okay. Yeah.
But Ian's also on the medium tires. He's doing 134s and 5s. So quite a few seconds difference per lap.
Yeah, it's just fuel, isn't it? So the fuel's the big difference there. So just looking on the fuel side of it, you can see the.
Yeah, they came in and they came in the same. They came in. So Peter's running a fuel saving strat. So hopefully that can pay off. He can make that time back up in the pits. He might make a few seconds back. But he kisses the wall there a little bit. Now the gap's up to 11 seconds. So, and Tyson's on the softs, still trotting right along. Now we're 50 minutes down and 40 minutes left, so we're well into the backside of this race.
Yeah, definitely. So 10, so it's sort of 10, 11, sort of 11 seconds between the top 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4 at the moment. So a bit of a gap there. Then Mugelina.
Rosberg picked up a penalty. Unfortunately, he's going to stretch that gap a little bit more. As Simon comes out. So yeah, Simon back to 10-second P5. So it's a seesaw, as we said, between pitting and what your actual gaps are. But we're starting to see some pit strats that are dramatically to peak the gaps dramatically. So
it is, it's definitely, that is the reason for the gaps at the moment, that's for sure. So
Jazz
those
comes
little
through.
Differences of strat.
Yeah, Tom and Kieran have really put on a clinic here on consistency. It's just been right together the whole time.
Yep.
I'll stay on board with Kieran for a lap as we come in towards the Le Mans chicane to see how he handles it. He's got a GTP coming up pretty quick. Mugelina is coming up pretty quick. Mugelina is going to have to back out. As he comes around the outside.
Beautifully done.
Nicely done. Yeah, I think you can take different lines in a GTP car around through the Le Mans chicane, but it gets narrow in certain parts. And it's just like, if your car, the slower car is going to be where you want to be, and you have room, but it tapers in and bottlenecks the two cars because they both try to get to the apex. Because if you don't make the apex, you're either going to get the penalty or you're going to hit the grass, and it's all going to end in tears.
Yeah, so it's definitely the little battle that's going on with Tom and Kieran, and also with Nick and Sayo. So both of them have always been sort of within a second of each other, or that sort of area, really. So it's been pretty close little battles.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah, you got the mid-engine and all rear-wheel drive cars, but mid-engine, front engine. And both have their pros and cons at different parts of the track.
So yeah, I'll just give a quick little run through then, I guess, with the positions at the moment going down through from GTP. So in GTP 1, currently still out in front is DTR Cars IR9. Then in P2 is DTR FM78, Peter. And then P3 is Tyson, DTR TNT. Jasmine P4. We've got DTR Mudulina in P5. And then Simon Pyman in P6 at the moment. So yeah, that's the top 6 in the GTPs. And then we'll go quickly to the GTDs, which we have Tom Fear from Kieran.
Yeah, Tom just caught himself a penalty, unfortunately, as Kieran takes the lead on that one. So
he does indeed, actually, yeah.
So yeah,
just got to that at the right time. Or the wrong time for Tom, but the right time for Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Still have DTR Rosberg and third in GTD and GT.
Yep, followed by Nick in P4, Sayo in P5, Hippie in P6, and then we have Yari in P7 in GTD. Ian is pitted, coming off the medium.
Ian comes in pits. There's very little fuel left, and the medium tires look pretty good. Like the medium tire stuff was shown to be, just in my experience from the update a couple back, the medium tires seem to be they strike the perfect balance of, good pace and good life. Obviously the softs are better on pace, but they just don't last, and then the hard tires are almost useless. As far as wanting to be competitive, I mean, if you want to stretch something out, but if you're, Ian comes right out, just behind Jasmine in third place. So, as you see Jasmine, so Jasmine had come in, let's see, about 6 laps back, so definitely a difference there in fuel. So, but yeah, the hard tires are, I mean, it seems to be what they always use in daily races. Unless it's a race where you require most of the time it's going to be hard tires or softs, mediums. But the hard tires are so difficult to make any kind of pace out of. And if you wanted to use them, never change your tires, you're just going to suffer on the lap times. So, so as you see, Peter's going to be a couple of laps, maybe possibly 2 laps as he's getting ready to cross the line. He's got 1/8 of a tank, so he's probably got 2 laps.
Interesting.
As you see, Peter has 952 miles on his Toyota.
Yes.
Tyson has used his for 200 miles. Jasmine has 400 miles on her Toyota. Let's see. Wow. Ian with 9,000.
Yes.
9,000 miles on his Toyota. He must like that car a whole lot. Might be the only Group 1 car he has.
I think, I mean, he used it in the last series, obviously, and I think Peter used the Porsche. Peter used the Porsche, I think, last series, if I remember rightly. So, because we had the option with both, with this or the Porsche last series, I think.
Tom, so it's just curious. So Tom has 2,200 miles on his Ferrari. Kieran only has 300 miles on his Aston Martin.
So fairly newish.
400 miles, so it's just fairly new. Yeah, just not even at the break-in point. Shouldn't be racing this car even. And Sayo has 170 miles, 175 on the Ford. Yep. Nick, surprising, Nick's got 366 miles on this McLaren. I would figure he'd have a lot more. McLaren is one of his favorite brands. That and Ferrari. Yeah, that Ferrari.
You might have multiple ones.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah. He'd be with 600 miles on his Yari, with 1,200 miles on his Aston Martin. So he's got quite a few miles. All right, back to the leader in GTP. Peter makes it through the P1 and 2 of GT. So, as we inch closer to the final 30 minutes of the race.
Yes, indeed. And you've got Jasmine and Ian trying to come through now. When you've got Nick and Sayo. And they both managed to get past. And Nick and Sayo still, of course, still together.
Yeah. Put ourselves on board with Ian as he chases Jasmine. Tries to control that snap over steer. As I'm going to try. Pop open a Scottish ale at the bar.
Oh, why not?
I'm thirsty. There's nothing else to drink in the house.
So, yeah, interesting. So they're both going to probably... So, yeah, Nick and Sayo are probably going to pit in this lap, I think.
So, yeah, as we explain the DTR IMSA series for 2025. So we start off here in Daytona, and we go to, is that Watkins Glen next?
Nürburgring next, I believe. Nürburgring first one.
Okay, yes, that's right. Nürburgring, GP and Sprint, and we are. You want to let them know what we're using at that track?
Yeah, so we've got first race is first of the support series, which is with the MX-5. So we have the MX-5 support series. That's the first one, which will be on the Sprint, Nürburgring Sprint. Nice little 20-minute race in the MX-5s, and points from that the drivers accumulate also go towards their overall points in the main IMSA series as well. So they get a percentage of those points. Goes towards their IMSA totals as well, so the main IMSA total. So yeah, so a nice little sprint race, but a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely worth it. And then the second race, the main event, is Group 3s. So it's just Group 3s, and that'll be on the GP circuit.
As we got a battle for the lead here, as Ian takes the lead. It's going into the Le Mans chicane.
Yeah, it's on fresh-ish tyres. A few laps old.
And we start to see some of the sparks as we start to time of day rolls over to more nighttime.
Yeah, the evening is starting to draw in.
Just
full on.
Yeah, full on high beams. It's just kind of surprising that we don't have rain here in Daytona, because it always rains in Daytona, and it gets cold. Yeah. I mean, you always like that curveball, but for some reason we don't have any rain in America, according to Polyphony.
No.
It never ever rains in. Yeah, so it's very, very interesting.
Which we know is not the case, but
totally false. Totally false. Michelin has no reason to bring rain tires to the United States. So,
I was half thinking it might have got a bit cloudy, middle bit dark and cloudy. I thought even if we didn't get rain, maybe we might get some dark and clouds, because it's random weather. But
right. Yeah, it's kind of surprising that they don't have rain at Interlagos either. I don't believe any North American tracks. That's even crazier, because that's Brazil. It always rains in Brazil.
It is, yes. we've always got, more often than not. But so 1.67 seconds between Ian and Yasmin at the moment. But so Yasmin's going to have to come in at least one more time.
Right.
But then Ian might have to as well.
Yeah, I think if I wanted to be in any, I don't know. That's hard. Does Ian have enough? Does Ian have enough to make it to the end? Since we're here at 17 minutes remaining. No, it's not 17 minutes. No, it's not. It's
27. So you got 27
minutes. So I might want to be in Jasmine's shoes. I don't know. So 27. That's she got enough to. She's gonna go probably gonna go another probably 7 laps maybe before she has to pit. Yeah. Maybe 6 or 7, and then she got to gamble. The gamble of how much fuel to put into. Just go full on with soft tires. Ian is gonna have to pit probably really closer to the end, and won't have to put that much fuel in, and can put another set of softs on.
Yeah, could go for the sprint at the end. I don't think Ian's used the softs yet. Oh, he has. Yes, sorry, he's got softs on now. Sorry,
he's on soft now. So he's passed the requirement. So,
gotcha.
And
Peter's not looking too bad though, because
Peter
does look like he could stretch it to the end.
Yeah, Peter just pitted a couple laps back, so he might. Yeah. He's on the medium tire, so I don't think tires are going to be an issue for him at all. Now, can he? Let's watch his shifting. Yeah, because he's been very good at going with a fuel saving strategy. So I think he might be sitting in the proverbial catbird seat. So.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what.
Because if he has to pit, it's going to really. If he has to pit, it's going to totally torpedo his strat because he's still 20 seconds back. You know, as Ian comes in, Ian's going for the
short stint on the softs and then coming out for the possibly.
He's listening to us. He's taking in all of that intel. Yeah. He's here. He's listening to the intel.
Just focus on your race.
We should shut up. You know. So we are commentating, causing issues. So Jasmine back to the lead. So we just probably see Jasmine coming in maybe in the next. I don't know. I just stay out. I just try to just hammer out quick laps. She showed she can make good time. So try to open up a gap. As we see, Ian's back on the soft tire, so those soft tires make it to the end. So
that'll be interesting. Yeah, 24 minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be around about 16.
Yeah, so
around about 16 laps.
As we see our 2 leaders in GT come in at the same time.
Yeah. And Jasmine's in.
Kieran with just a little bit more fuel. So as Jari puts himself back. Probably going to have to pit very soon also.
Yeah, the fuel side of it. Yeah.
Yep. Rosberg's already pitted. Oh, that's a good Scottish ale. I like that. Nice and malty.
I'm wondering whether I don't remember if Jasmine's used mediums yet, so it might be the stint for mediums for Jasmine now.
Yeah, we can't see that. Obviously, when they come into the pits, they do show you your tire history, what you've used.
Yeah.
So that is a nice little piece of information to have.
It is, isn't it? Very useful. And indeed, so completing the mandatories, coming out on the mediums. Won't need to pit again.
Yeah, there's so much information that we as commentators, we can see, because we can look at everybody, but there's other things that we can't see, and that is how much fuel these drivers are projected to use, remaining fuel, and only they really know
exactly what they've got and how far they can go. Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, a lot of it is just sort of we're making guesstimations.
Yeah.
But, imagine on softs.
Yeah, so Jasmine's come in. It's got the medium tires on, so she's looking to make a full push to the end.
Yep.
Probably
3 seconds in front as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that battle goes.
Simon's got himself in a position where he's going to have to pit late in the race.
Looks that way.
It looks like unless Peter can make some real conservation on his fuel, he has quite considerably less fuel than Ian or Jasmine at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Definitely. He's hitting 135, so that time's nice and consistent. So it's just whether he can just, like you say, he'll know exactly what he's got and what he's going to be doing. That's for sure. So yeah, absolutely. Right. Going down, where are we now? So Tom is 1.7 seconds in front of Kieran and the GTDs.
As I say, that Toyota, it gets right to 200 miles an hour as it comes across the line. So it's very fast.
It is.
I think that Porsche, I think it only gets up to like 196 or so.
Yeah. It didn't used to get to the 200, that's for sure. I think it was about 8 or 10 miles an hour difference between the two sometimes.
Yeah.
195, I think, sometimes.
Still have got that elastic band between the leaders here in GT. Is Tom still back into the lead? I think Kieran had the lead for just a little bit.
Yeah, very similar between. Same with Sire and Nick. There are only 2 seconds between those two as well. So yeah, all 4 of those drivers have been having little battles amongst themselves. Right. Fantastic. And Hippie and Yari are very close to each other too. So yeah.
Sire with a little bit of drift going into Western Horseshoe. So maybe that can help Nick out a little bit. Nick's back. Yeah, Hippie and Yari are right there. And Hippie's got a little bit more fuel, but let's see if Yari's going to have enough to make it to the end. As we are 19 minutes away from the finish.
Yep. We might just have enough, but we need to keep close attention, I think, with Hippie, maybe. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he goes. Definitely. Peter's still 6 seconds in front of Ian up front. And with 134 last lap, so it's his quickest lap last lap, apparently. So.
Yeah, I mean, Peter has less fuel, but I think we've seen he has a little bit. He has the the ability to fuel save that's been on display. I don't know that anybody else has put an effort towards fuel saving as much as Peter. Haven't just kind of watched that he's suffered, his lap times he has the ability to do really fast lap times, but he's dialed it back just a little bit to everybody else as he's still in the lead,
Yeah.
And his lap times they're just not there compared to Ian. But he's also on the medium tires. You start to take all these, these data points.
Yeah.
Those tires aren't as fast, but they do last.
Nope. So around about 10 laps to go, something like that. 10, 11 laps.
As you have that the ability to pressure from the front, as he might just be able to pick the pace up a little bit just to make Ian push harder and maybe wear his tires down faster, maybe use a little bit more fuel as he rev it out. Can Ian be disciplined but also put in good paced laps? You see Simon P3, and I think that it's going to be unfortunate for him. He's going to have to pit. I don't think there's enough fuel in the car to make it to the end. Be a bit of a splash, quick in splash for fuel and jump out. Won't need tires. The mediums should have the life for that. Might be looking at this almost the same thing for Tyson. Might have enough for the end, but I think it's going to be really, really, really close for him. Jasmine, I think Jasmine's got everything. It's got all the cards in her hand for being able to put in good fast laps on the medium tires. Neither one of those things are going to be a factor for her finish. I think maybe third place might be in the cards for sure.
It could be, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And as
plenty of fuel anyway, that's for sure. So
Dirk has had but he's been doing really well, back and forth, leading the race for a good point there. A couple of offs, but it looks like he's going to be making a pit stop probably for a set of soft tires, maybe try to make a push on the other twos that might have to stop, but might not need as much. Well, I don't know. I think he's going to have to, because probably going to need as much fuel as the other twos that are maybe in more of a fuel difficulty. Back to the leaders in GT. Again, they're not only less than a second between them. So, and they have been tooth and nail all race. And looks like Tom's got the advantage on fuel, but they're all on the same tire.
Yeah.
And then we go down to Rosberg. His race, he's
25 seconds behind, so he's made up 3 seconds in the last 4 or 5 laps actually. So yeah, he hasn't done too bad.
Yeah,
he did
he's on
about 8 seconds, I think. So
yeah, he's on the softer tire. Yeah, softer tire, but fuel probably won't be an issue with softer tire. Definitely can put the laps down. As we see, Sayo also on soft tires, a little bit higher wear, but I think the Ford is not known to have the ability to save tires as the leaders start to come through on the GT traffic.
Yeah, 1,400 kilos of weight with that Mustang, isn't it? So it's quite a bit of weight.
Right, right.
On those tires.
I think that new Mustang in real life is doing real well. And both the GT4 and the GT3, it's shown itself to be able to do really well. Believe me, it won Daytona, so.
Yeah. So it's going to. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think we do. Yeah. But yeah. 2.9 there. So Jasmine within a second of Simon now, so I'm wondering if Simon's eased off a little bit maybe. Very interesting, but yeah. So Simon's not far away off Tyson either, so yeah, it's quite interesting this.
Yeah.
The three of them are going to be quite close together.
Yeah. Yeah, they're right there, yeah. It's Jasmine's coming around Simon. Yeah. Oh, late break. Oof. So close. So close to Sayo. Code Brown for sure.
I think so.
Yeah,
definitely.
Gets by cleanly, and Jasmine puts it on the inside. Oh, we're definitely seeing some shades of real life IMSA GTP racing here. It's looking like Cadillac versus Cadillac. They want to try to put each other off the track.
And nighttime as well. So
at nighttime, yeah.
Yeah, and the cooler track.
Go back up. Peter is definitely putting in the time now. I think he's trying to get a nice 5-second lead. His lap times still aren't. He's not setting the world on fire, but he's just consistent and able to stretch out a decent lead and maintain it. And as you see, Ian must have had a little bit of an issue on lap 48. His lap time is quite a bit.
137.
Yeah, quite a bit bigger lap, longer lap. So,
going to be quite interesting. Last 10 minutes.
Yep.
Last 10 minutes of the battle.
10 minutes to go. It's Jasmine into fourth. And right there to Tyson. Probably should be making a huge push to get that third place cleanly, as it looks like Tyson's definitely going to have to pit. He's got a little over a quarter tank of fuel left for the last 10 minutes of this race, so I don't think he's going to have it. I think he's probably got about 5 laps left.
Yep.
And we've
got... You can sip.
Yeah, you can sip. Yeah, but you're going to give up that lead real quick.
Yeah.
So
it can be tricky.
Yeah, we definitely. Peter now at 7.8 second lead to Ian. It's like Ian's. I don't know. Must either that or Peter's turned the wick up. Yeah, definitely 34. But he had a little bit of an issue too there, and probably coming through traffic, possibly. You can always get balked by traffic in certain parts of the track, but but his lap, he did a lap 48. He did quite a, 36. So, but nice back to the 35s. Still 7-second lead. Jasmine. Yep, Jasmine was making a push there at Tyson, and it's opened up a little bit more. We are on the banking.
Yeah.
It looks bigger than it actually is.
Maybe Tyson's reacted to the pressure coming from behind and realizing that Jasmine's closing in, so he's just responding a little bit to try and put that little bit of distance again.
Yeah.
Try and see if we can get a good 2-second clear. Yeah, 2.6, but yeah, as the track gets darker, of course, and as the light goes down, the track gets a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
And that has an effect with the grip and everything else too. So.
Yeah, I think that you probably could possibly make more power, but you have less grip yet. So tires don't want to stick as well.
Yeah, so it could be interesting for the end.
Yeah. So see, Tom and Kieran again, right there with each other. Less than a second. It really hasn't changed at all.
No, they've had elastic band all the way through them. They really have.
Like a fine Swiss
timepiece. A pretty short one. Yeah.
Or a Rolex.
The two.
This is Rolex. This is Daytona. It's Rolex.
I don't know. Rosberg's only 3.4 seconds behind now, so he's definitely feeling those softs are coming good for him. This could be an interesting finish, you know, between these three. Suddenly, both front twos are on 155s, 154, 155s. Rosberg 154s. Wow. Could be interesting. Fuel isn't going to be an issue as well, I don't think, so
yeah,
it's going to be very interesting at the end between these three as well.
Yeah, I think yeah, Richie, 8 minutes, and yeah, there's still lots of battles out there. There's nothing that's set in stone at all, except we're going to have two winners. We're going to have a GTP and a GT winner. That's about the only thing that's set in stone.
Yeah, so far.
Tom stretched out a little bit more of a lead. Oh no! Yeah, usually a little bit of a dive, but just from that one little bit that I saw, so almost put Tom off. Lost a few tenths. It's right back to 9/10. Second to Kieran, but yeah, let's go back to our leaders. Yeah, so that was a bit of it's only 2.7 seconds from to Peter to Ian, which it looks like it's come down quite a bit. I think as we're looking at 5 minutes left, and Peter is under a quarter tank of fuel. And he's off a little bit.
Ooh, just a little bit.
Almost had a tragedy. But he lost a lot of time on that. Maybe. And I don't think fuel isn't going to be an issue for Ian, but tires. He should be fine on tires, but he's past a good part of those tires. Yeah.
Yes.
He's on the back side of them. Yeah, this could be a nail biter here. We have 4.5 minutes left.
90 minutes of racing, and we're coming down to this.
Yeah, what you know, it's a sim racing. You think it wouldn't be like that, but we guys have put on a show today.
Yep, brilliant stuff.
And where's so we still have Tyson is less than a second to Jasmine.
Wow.
And Jasmine has they're all the same tires, but Jasmine has no concern of fuel. She can really put it down. I think Tyson might have enough to just barely make it, but he might not have the speed. It's going to be hard for him to want to give a third P3.
Just coming up to a bit of traffic as well now, aren't they? So
yeah, Jasmine's got. She's got the draft.
Yep.
And she's going to take the inside. Can she? Snip in the front there. And takes P3.
Be careful on the turn.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Let's go back to the leaders here. It's 3 seconds, so
maybe a slide.
Yeah. So wow, he's got about possibly 3 laps, maybe 2. Yeah.
Back tire, yeah.
Yeah, Ian is. I think Ian's got everything he needs. I think he's got enough to get there to the end. It's just he's got to be more careful on his exits.
Okay, well, Peter's got a bit of traffic.
Yeah,
so
Peter's got traffic into the Mall chicane.
A little bit of a stall, but he's going to be able to get by.
Yeah. No, he's lost a lot of time there. It's like, yeah, he's bleeding it now. Yeah, it's 1.2, 1.1. That's right in the draft. So Ian's got a penalty.
Wow.
Oh, that was the lifeline. That was the lifeline that Peter needed.
Crikey.
Wow. But Ian served his penalty.
2 laps to go.
he served his penalty, and he didn't lose much time at all. Maybe he lost. Oh no! Oh no! Ian looped it around, coming out of turn 1. Oh man, he's got front damage. Yep. Yeah.
So now he's gone back into the traffic, but
yeah, he had the GT leaders right there, and I think there was just he's struggling with handling right now. So I think that's
the GT as well. Yeah, the two and the GTDs are absolutely so close to each other, aren't they?
They're
just watching Ian, you can see the battle between those two. So yeah, it's.
I wish we could rewind it, look at it, because that was. I mean, you got to give him a lot of. His tires are greased up. Yeah, he's got no grip right now. He's past his damage. His damage is cycled through, but I think right now it's Peter's. It's looking really good. He was going to be under a lot of pressure. So now we're down to the final minute.
Yeah.
Final minute. I think this will be white flag for Peter coming across the line. This will be our last lap, and he has almost no fuel. I mean, he has so little fuel left, but he can wick it down big time. Not too much though.
No,
not too much. I think that was what we were.
Few adjustments.
Yeah. So let's see. Ian has got plenty of tire. He's got plenty of fuel. No tires. He's got 5.5 seconds. Jasmine's 10 seconds back. It's at P3. And also Tyson has almost no fuel. He has less fuel crossing the line than Peter had crossing the line. Simon, same as Tyson. Mugilina's got plenty of fuel, so we'll go back to watch the leader here and see. Watch his shifting. He's still revving it pretty good. He must have dialed it back on the fuel map. So we're gonna have to stay with our leader just to see if they make it. Where the time still 5 seconds. So Ian has clipped.
Mugilina first to finish. Sorry, go on, keep going.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it looks like Ian has everything. He can push, and clip that. The time is just bleeding down, but it's not bleeding down enough. As Peter goes through the Le Mans chicane for the final time.
Wow.
And Ian at 3.3. Is there going to be enough fuel? Is there going to be enough? I don't know that oh my gosh, he's got a long way to go, and he has almost no fuel.
He's going to make it. He's going to make it.
He's going to make it. He's going to make it.
He's making it. He knows he's making it.
Yeah.
Brilliant drive.
Oh, yeah. So just ran out of gas. Well done.
Wow.
Awesome. Awesome drive by Peter. Awesome drive by Ian.
Yeah.
Some bad luck there.
What a battle.
Has had Jasmine. Well done by Jasmine. Congratulations on P3.
Yes. Excellent P3. Great drive.
And Tyson also. Great drive by Tyson for P4.
Absolutely.
Simon, great recovery. Yeah, great recovery. Still has to cross the line. He has very little fuel, but he has P5 because Mugilina's already crossed.
He has, yeah.
Yeah, he has. He's just got to get to the end. No.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah. And we also have Tom making winning GT, followed by Kieran. A great race by you two. It was amazing to watch you two not really ever get more than a couple seconds between you two.
Yeah.
Also, Roseburg, great drive. Was always in P3 for the whole time.
Last
crosser.
Very interesting last
Saya must have run out of gas just crossing from fifth place.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So we'll take a look at the leaders again. Congratulations to DTR FM. It's 78, also known as Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Great win.
It certainly was. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Take a look at the finish results again. DTR FM 78 Peter, and winning the race 1, the first race 2025 season of DTR IMSA, followed by DTR Cars. Ian, and again, Ian with the fastest lap at 1:32. I don't know when he put that in because that must have been late in the race. I don't remember seeing that come across. But then Jasmine, GTR, TNT Old Fart, Tyson, Simon Pyman, DTR Mujilina, Dirk, then Tom Fear, Kieran, DTR Roseburg, and then Nick, DTR M3 Guy 100, Sayo, Sayonista, and DTR Jari, and then DTR Hippie. So congratulations, everyone. A great race. There were so many good battles there. It was hard to keep track of all of them as we were going. I am going to save the replay.
Yes. Excellent stuff. Yeah, great race.
I'm gonna share it later though. I'm gonna cancel that, but I'm gonna save it. But I'll share it later because it will take time to do that. A 90-minute race. But it was a great race. I was really impressed with everybody. Couple guys, a couple drivers, I should say, had some issues with spinning out, but I think just about everybody had that, except for I don't remember Peter ever really having an issue. But
we never really caught anything if he did. No. But
I think he dialed his pace back to save fuel early in the race, so he didn't have to take as much fuel. So he was trying to win it in the pits.
Yeah, he saved himself a pit stop, didn't he? So I think.
But I know Ian had one or two offs. I think everybody had an off that I noticed, except for Peter, and I know whether he did or not. I don't remember. And then the two leaders in GT, Tom and Kieran, I don't think they had any issues at all. They were right there together the whole time. And I think pretty much everybody in GT was like that. They may have had some small runoffs, but for the most part, GT was pretty quiet. But it was great race. So.
Yeah, it was absolutely superb. And like you say, you had the little battles going on there with Tom and Kieran, and you also had Nick and Sayo having a great little battle for most of the race as well. Sort of, and even Yari and Hippie having a great little battle as well. So there's nice little pockets of little pairings going through, with little battles going on. So it's great when you can have that. Certainly keeps you going for a start. But well done to everybody. Excellent race. But it's amazing when it all comes together. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to cut the stream off, and thank you, Moomin, for co-hosting and co-broadcasting. It's always a pleasure to have somebody sitting next to you, figuratively, and commentating and watching the way we it helps each other to see the race as a whole, and for you, the viewers, and for everybody who's going to watch it later, all the drivers. Hopefully, we give you enough time on the broadcast, and you can always chime in the comments if we got something wrong, or we were seeing something that we were making assumptions, but it's all for you guys. The entertainment is you guys are the entertainment. So
absolutely.
Your final thoughts, Moon, before we cut it off?
Yeah, it's just a great battle. Saw some great racing, and you could see how the strats in the end sort of came together, like you say. I mean, it's not always. It's just really great to see all the strats come out and play out towards the end. Great drives, some great racing. Big thank you to Tom as well for hopping in last minute to cover in the pro, and also thanks to Ian also for dropping down to Pro-Am to help cover in the Pro-Am also, so we had a good, a fairly even spread of drivers in both splits, which was really cool. Great. Thank you very much, Dirk, as well, mate. Thank you for popping in with me, and it's good fun, and great stuff. And thanks for everyone watching.
Happy birthday, Hippie.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wicked.
All right. Good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And we'll see you in a couple weeks at
yes, definitely,
at Nürburgring.
Yep, and the 15th. Yeah, 15th of March, Saturday, 15th of March. See you then.
All right.
Lovely.
Goodbye. Bye, everyone.
Thanks very much, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.